Hey everyone, it's Vintage Vinny, and welcome to another antique store slash flea market haul. Everything we're going to be looking at today came from my thrifting adventure into West Virginia. I went back to the Harpers Ferry indoor flea market, and I also checked out a new antique store to me called Bunker Hill Antiques in Bunker Hill, West Virginia. So I'm going to share all the stuff that I got at the Harpers Ferry Indoor Flea, and then there are a couple pieces that I got at a Goodwill, and then I'll share the stuff that I bought at Bunker Hill. So I spent a grand total of $29.10 at the Harpers Ferry Indoor Flea Market. This isn't everything, this is just all the smaller goods. I got 3 epic pieces of glass that I think you guys are going to absolutely love. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out what I got. So this was from the Goodwill. This is just one of those German clocks. I apologize, that's out of focus. It's got a really nice floral design on it. Made of plastic. I think it's probably from the 60s. Well, metal and then plastic and metal. It says Germany right there. I may do a little bit more research on this brand to see if it does well. If not, I'll probably put it in a live sale. It just says West Germany, made, I think it says deluxe. And I went to wind it. And one thing that I learned from Scott in regards to clocks, a lot of people, when you go to antique malls and they say that the clock is overwound, well, that's not necessarily the case. It's just that the spring is broken on it. So this would probably be more for display purposes than actually keeping time. I did take a black light to the face. The little dots by the numbers glow and the hands glow as well. So that was a really good find. Again, I think that's probably from the 1960s. Then I found this little piece here. This is just a piece of blue glass. Plied handle, really lightweight. It does have a pontil on the bottom. So I thought that that was worth picking up. And I think this was on a cart of stuff that they were just bringing out. So I was really tickled to be able to get that. I was so thrilled to see one of these at the indoor flea market because if you all remember a while back at one of the indoor flea markets we have here, I found one of these Fenton toothpick holders, and it got it clacked around with some other glass that I had, and it broke, unfortunately. And I was really disappointed because it was a good price. This one was also a good price, and it even has the original sticker in there. Now, this is their cobalt blue line, and I do believe that this was done in the 60s. I think the cobalt stuff was from 62 to 68, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong about that. There was a candle in here. I'm pretty sure that if I let this sit in hot water, I can get it out no problem, because I was really bummed that I broke it, because I do like this. This is really cool. This is just a novelty item, probably from the 60s or the 70s. It is a pencil sharpener, and it is in the shape of an old kerosene lamp. And it is marked Hong Kong, so this was probably from like a novelty shop or something. Now, if you can see, the shade is cracked and everything, but I think this would just be a cool piece to put on a shelf or even in my junk jar, which is where this is going to go because it needed new life. I did find this really unique pin. Not a pin, I'm sorry. This is a pendant for a necklace. It's made by El Raza, and I thought it was really interesting. Now, when I see something that is really unique or different or anything that is kind of unusual and it's inexpensive, I buy it without looking it up because it's like, okay, you're finding some cool stuff, and if you spend $1 or $2 on it, you're only out a couple dollars. So it's neat. The glitter, if you shake the bottle, the glitter moves, and it is marked on the back El Raza. There is one currently listed on eBay right now for, I think, $40. I did look up comps after I got home, and they go for about $18 to $25. So this is listed in my store if you are interested in it. Just thought that was really neat. I am not sure of the age, but definitely unique. This was really cool. And again, it was inexpensive enough. I don't think it has any value. I just thought it was really cool. It's a Jefferson Communications West Virginia dispatcher badge. Again, just thought that was really cool. And I thought that would look really cool in my junk jar. This piece I thought would be really cool for Halloween. It is a badge as well, and it says Private Eye on it, and it's got a big old eye right there. This is thinner metal, so this is probably a dime store item, but it's still really cool nonetheless. And then I got these 3 horses in different positions. We've got one galloping. We have one that looks like he is about to eat some grass or drink some water. And then we've got one that is just standing at attention. So I thought those would be a great piece for a live sale. Maybe I could ask $12 for the 3 of those. I'm sure somebody would jump the gun on those because horses are very popular. Okay, and the last 3 items that I got at the Harpers Ferry Indoor Flea Market are these 3 awesome epic pieces of glass. This is the Morgantown Seneca Pattern Driftwood Pitcher. It's in a smoky blue color, almost cobalty, but it got hints of like a, not like a gray, but you know how smoky blue is. So I did pick this up. It was 20% off. I did do some research on it, and I did not see this color listed. It's not exactly cobalt blue, but it's a darker shade of blue, if that makes sense. So I did do my research on that, and like I said, when I don't see this exact color listed, I assume maybe it's a little bit more harder to find. So I went ahead and listed that in my shop. I think I put $60 on it, maybe. I think I put best offer. So that is available if you are interested. It, again, link to my eBay store is down below. This was really interesting too, and I got this 25% off the already low price. It's just I don't know what kind of bowl this is, but I did find out, and I don't know if it's going to show well with the flash, but there is cadmium in it, or something's making the yellow glow. So I had to pick that up. And look at this piece of glass, you guys. Oh man, isn't that pretty? The reddish orange crackle glass. And it is hand blown. I have no idea who makes it, but I just thought it was absolutely exquisite, and the price was right. So I just couldn't leave either of these pieces there, and I'm sure if you all were with me, you wouldn't have been able to leave them either. So that is everything that I got at the Harpers Ferry Indoor Flea Market. Let's go ahead and check out what I got at Bunker Hill. So I spent $132.23 at Bunker Hill Antiques. I think I got some pretty nifty stuff. So let's go ahead and check it out, shall we? I spotted this piece, and I have sold a piece of this in green before. I think this is actually made by Napco or something like that. I never would have thought that, but I love the blue, and that will be coming to a sale near you. Forgive my rhyme there. I spotted this book. It's called By Myself and Then Some. This is Lauren Bacall's biography, so I'm excited to read that. Not that I haven't picked up a book in forever, but I do like reading books about the lives of movie stars from back in the day. I don't know why. I just think it's interesting. This is really, really neat. I have never seen a beaded pillow like this. It is missing some sequins, as you can see, but those can easily be replaced. You can go to the craft store and get them. It's definitely an older pillow. I mean, look at that. I haven't done any research on it, so I don't know exactly what era this is from or what the value of it is, but the price was reasonable enough to where I just went ahead and picked it up. So that's a really neat piece. I found a cobalt blue, a crackle glass apple. I haven't done any research on it just yet, but I'm sure if it was eBay worthy, it'll end up in my store. But I just thought that was really cool. I did pick up some jewelry. Anything that was really different or unique, I went ahead and bought. I found this awesome piece. It's a dog and a kitty. How stinking cute is that? I don't think that there is a maker's... Oh, is that a mark right there? I think I see a name or something right there, unless I'm just dreaming. Maybe not. I'll do more research on this stuff. I literally just unpacked it to share it with you all. But I just thought it was sweet that the doggy was licking the kitty. Look at the size of this Scotty dog pin. Now that's a statement piece on a hat or a jean jacket. I don't think this one is marked either. Sometimes I think I see marks on stuff and then I realize I'm just dreaming. But that was definitely worth picking up. I found these guys, and I thought they were really cool. They're pink horses. Never seen anything like that before, so I had to take those home with me for the price. This was also really interesting, and I remember a while back, Sarah and David, the Traveling Button, and Junk Drunk Mantiques. If you're not following them, I strongly suggest that you do. They're both on Instagram, and they are on YouTube as well. They went to an estate sale a while ago, and they picked up a bunch of Sabino glass figures. And when I was in the store and I saw this, I said to myself, is that Latticino? Is that Lalique? And I'm thinking, no, it can't be. So I went onto the internet and I typed in opalescent fish figurine, and the name Sabino came up, and I was like, that's what I was trying to think of. Not Lalique, not Latticino, but Sabino. The Eno part is the only part I got right. But it's a blue opalescent fish. I've never seen this before. There is one small little nick on the fin of its tail, but it's so minute you don't even notice it. It's an absolutely beautiful figure. Now, I will say, I did pay $10 for this. I don't know if that was a good price or not. You all can let me know in the comment section below. But when you don't see anything, or you haven't seen anything like this before, sometimes you just jump the gun. Again, a theme with Scotty dogs. I found this little pin here. I think it's plastic. So I thought that was neat. Black and white. Then I found an enamel flower pin. You guys know I love to find these. This one I probably will end up selling. I prefer the ones that are a little bit more colorful and... yeah, but this one I think I will end up selling. I don't know if it's missing a daisy or not. Maybe it is just a 3-leafed flower. Who knows? This I took a little bit of a shot in the dark on. Oop, and the pillow's going down. This is a blue glass, just plate of some sort. I can't remember what it said it was. I don't even know if it's old, but I really liked the color of it. So I went ahead and picked that up. These, or this item right here next to the jewelry, again, I'm running with something I've never seen before, are these seal chain animals. I absolutely love these. They are made of, I think they're pottery. It says Japan. It's got all of the seals, and how stinking cool are those? Like I said, I've never seen this set before. Of all the chained animals that I see, this is a different one for me for sure. So I felt the price was reasonable enough for me to pick it up. And hopefully I can make some money on it if I decide to sell it. So there is two more items that I would like to share with you all from my trip to Bunker Hill, and then we will conclude this video. So I thought this piece was really interesting. It hangs up on a wall and probably went in someone's kitchen back in the day. And I thought it was for your spoons. You put the spoons here. And yeah, so if you were going to make someone a cup of coffee or something like that, you put the spoons in those little slots. I could be very wrong. Maybe I'm thinking a little too hard about it, but that's just me. It's got to be early because look at the markings on the back. I did not realize until after I got it home that it is a little broken right here. But I think when it's hanging up on the wall, it can be forgiven. Don't you think? Because considering the fact that this has lasted this long, and honestly, the paint is in really good condition. It's just that one little spot right here that's a little messed up. Still a really neat piece. What do you guys think? For spoons? Or maybe something else? Let me know down below. So I liked everything that I picked up, but these Geisha Cups were really a fantastic find. I see a lot of the traditional, like the red and the blues and the, just those colors. I have yet to have come across a geisha cup and saucer that is just so bright and colorful. It's made by Satsuma and made in Japan. It's got a pearl finish on it. Hand painted. I mean, look at how bright and beautiful those colors are. I saw them and they actually didn't have a price on them, so the people at the mall actually had to call the dealer. Thankfully, the few items that didn't have a price on them that I wanted to buy, they were able to get a hold of the dealer, which is sometimes hard to do. But these are just absolutely exquisite. I mean, like I said, I see a lot of geisha wear, but I don't see geisha wear this colorful and this beautiful. I have no idea on the age. My dad seems to think they're from the 50s, maybe a little after post-war. So I got a set of 4 of them. I mean, just look at those colors. I mean, just absolutely, absolutely amazing. Now, I will say I didn't spend $5 on the whole set. I did pay up a little bit more for them because they are really different pieces. And I contemplated keeping them because I just think they're really cool, but what am I going to do with them? So these were absolutely an amazing, amazing find. There is one teacup that unfortunately does have a small, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it right now, but there's one that has like a small little flea bite chip on the edge. Oh, it's right here. See where it is? See where my finger is? Right. Maybe it's a glaze skip? Or maybe it's a glaze. No, it's definitely a little chip, because look. But I feel like it can still be forgiven. Because it's just absolutely awesome. Okay, so I have one other thing that I'd like to share with you all that I think is absolutely awesome. And this is the final item that I'd like to share with you all from my trip to Bunker Hill Antiques. I found this awesome salesman sample pinup calendar. It's got Marilyn Monroe in her famous pose on the red velvet, only it is cartoonized or drawn. And it's got different pinup calendar girls all over it. Just absolutely loved this. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking he was gonna ask, the dealer was gonna ask a lot of money for it. But to my surprise, it was only 20 bucks. And sometimes on eBay, people like to ask a lot more for these. Again, this is another piece of pinup I have not seen with the different girls going around the image of Marilyn Monroe. So this was done by Thompson, Studio Sketches by Thompson. Get a close-up of the girls here. So it says, but this assignment cannot be completed on the phone. This one reads, a short suit for a long look. Mother Nature is on my side. She'll put life in Old Death Valley. If this is a dog's life, brother, that's for me. But you just don't talk when we're alone. She kind of looks like Ann Miller. And then we've got, Si, si, senor, come play with me. Designed from a man's point of view. Sure, I'm playful, and I've got plenty on the ball. And then we've got, can you tie this? That's a little risque, don't you think? But how stinking neat is that? I was so pleased to be able to purchase this. And folks, that is everything that I would like to share with you all from my shopping trip to the Harpers Ferry Indoor Flea Market, as well as Bunker Hill Antiques. Let me know down below in the comments section what were your favorite items from this haul.